Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. In the news, there is a new LED light coming from Apurture. It's called the Apurture MX. It is supposed to be the smallest and brightest LED light yet. 286 LEDs, built-in battery, 1 hour time use off that battery at max settings for the light. Minimum settings will give you around 8.5 hours, they're saying. So interesting light coming out. LEDs are fairly popular. Believe the suggested retail was listed to be somewhere around $125 to $150, and it begs the question. I guess first of all, I was curious to see how many of you use or have LED lights. Maybe you have something like this one, the newer CN160. It's one of the best sellers on Amazon. It's only around $30. I think it's been as low as 20 something. So are you using LED lights? And if you are you using them for video, for photography, for both? Do you still use strobes? Do you still use speed lights or studio lights as well? Is there situations where you prefer one over the other? So you're using a mix of them. I'm just curious. I'm curious what the market is for this new Apurture MX. It looks very interesting. But for the price, these newer CN160s, they're 160 LEDs. These are only, I think, currently $30. I'll put a link below. You can check them out. I like to run these Sony, I think they're FP970 batteries off of them. You can also take this out, and I think you could see in there's the row for you could put 6 AA batteries in, so you can use rechargeable AAs as well. So it's very versatile in that sense, and a lot of us have AAs already from speed lights. It'll sit in a hot shoe. You could mount it on a light stand. You can do all sorts of things with these. It's quite, it has an adjustable dial on here, so it's quite adaptable. That way you turn it on, and it comes from very low power to, as you can see, quite bright. And it's a great little light. It has a holder in here. I don't have them with me right at the moment, but it has these clips. You can put in filters. So you can put a diffusion filter. You can put in color filters to match lighting. For $30, it's a great value. It's no wonder it's a bestseller on Amazon. And it makes me wonder, the new Apurture MX, probably a little brighter. It's 286 LEDs, but for me, if I was going to spend $150, I think I'd rather have 4 or 5 of these, because you can, with multiple lights, you can get into much more creative use of light and much more creative setups. But I'm curious what you guys think. Are you interested in the new Apurture MX? Does the fact that it's smaller and lighter and has a built-in battery, does that appeal to you despite the price, when you could get, well, essentially 5 of these or even more for that price? I'm just curious to see if you're using LEDs. Let me know about that. Let me know what you think of them. Are you using them? Have you considered them? Are you still using strobes? Do you use a mix of strobes and speed lights? And the new one, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's discuss it. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.